They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. So Arizona's offense comes onto the field first today. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they win games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, that can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that could get after the quarterback, that played relentless, those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson and big-time success.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wildcats!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between...
Got a little room. Can they catch him? They will get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Takes it on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So Clemson's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator. After that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Heaves it on the run. It's a big stride inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. On the move and looking deep. And a big play on the outside. What a job. Those feet in bounds and get the completion.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating an explosive play.
On the move. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 50.
Turning it on! They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. Right on the money. He's there to make the stop. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the 1st. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona! extra point here will tie the game.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they forced the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Clemson is quick to the line. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on third down. That's caught. It's landing. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. The give to the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Pulls and fires complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. First and 10 from the 50. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. And they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. Yeah. Up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Arizona runs out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quickly complete. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Algier. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the catch. He's out of bounds at the 16-yard line. That last completion sets him up on second down. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's strong. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. He'll try to do it himself. Quarterback gets the first down. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Setting up the screen. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets... before getting out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start putting a lot of pressure.
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. The Tigers backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. The hand to the running back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Clemson jumps to the line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. Gets it out fast. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. This time he's got it. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Quickly complete. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
And the offense will stay out there for one more play with 1 second remaining in the first half. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll take a shot. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that,
oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And he's in for the second score of the game. My goodness. Note to self, kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it, kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
hey guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Michigan is just getting blown off the field right now. We've been watching big games in the big house forever, and I've personally never seen anything like this. They're trailing by 37 to Texas A&M. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. There he goes. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. It's funny, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense has it. They're on the move. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And they tacked on the extra point.
35, Arizona, 14.
And he's going to bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Bring in the heat. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. Arizona runs out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Returns like that or why you don't settle for the catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Here's the handoff. Got the first down and more. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they
going for it all. Touchdown, Tigers. They went for it. And it paid off with the score.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
14.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Algier. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Looking deep down the right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
I like quarterbacks that are being aggressive, but moving forward, if your guy's not open downfield, it's okay just to check it down to a tight end or a running back and take the profit.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. What a shot in the arm something like that can give you. You take over, 1st and goal from the 3.
2-9 Philly.
Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Clemson. If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating them time and time again.
14.
Bringing it out. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Punts it out of the air. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period.
Here we go.
They'll run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
On the play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Takes the handoff. It's Algier. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup in. A lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook. And you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Ambrose. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards.
False start on offense.
Penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Trying play action. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Connection to the right.
It really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Hold offense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Running back searching for a hole. Running into the open space. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up.
Military stunt.
Looking for room. It's Algier. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. And he's almost to that first down marker. They're saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down.
Here we go.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
At midfield, he's got room. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything is work.
A shot toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The RPO, it's complete. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Wildcats come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the tight end. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Gets away from one. He's got space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Wildcats just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. On the ground, it's Algier. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, it was not a good day.
The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Working that left side. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And the Wildcats started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Under fire. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. When you know you have a team outclassed, The ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
And I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm. And we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.